Ever wondered what variety of strawberries would best suit your garden? Let's dive into that. There are three main types of strawberries: June-bearing, ever-bearing, and day-neutral. June-bearing strawberries produce a large, concentrated crop in late spring to early summer. Ever-bearing strawberries yield several crops throughout the season. Finally, day-neutral strawberries aren't affected by the length of daylight and can bear fruit throughout the growing season. Remember, selecting the right variety can set the stage for a fruitful strawberry harvest. The foundation of a lush strawberry patch lies in the preparation of the strawberry bed. Location is key. Strawberries relish a sunbathing session, so make sure the bed is in a spot where they can bask in full sun for 6 to 8 hours a day. Now, let's talk soil. Well-draining soil with a pH range of 5.5 to 6.5 is a strawberry's best friend. Adding organic matter or compost can improve soil structure, boosting its nutrient content. Lastly, remember, strawberries need their personal space too. Proper spacing between plants is crucial. Generally, set plants about 20 inches apart, with rows set about 4 feet apart. This gives the plants ample room to spread their runners without cramping each other's style. And there you have it. A well-prepared bed is your first step towards sweet success. Now that the bed is ready, it's time to welcome our young plants. When planting strawberries, it's crucial that you get the depth just right. Plant them too shallow and the roots dry out. Too deep and the crown can rot. Aim to have the midpoint of the crown level with the surface of the soil. As for spacing, your strawberries need room to breathe. Plant them about 20 inches apart in rows that are 4 feet apart. This gives them ample space to spread and allows for easy access when it's time to harvest. Perhaps you're working with limited space. Not to worry, strawberries are quite versatile and can be grown in containers too. A hanging basket can be a beautiful and fruitful addition to a balcony, while a strawberry pot can brighten up a sunny patio. Remember, a well-planted strawberry is a happy strawberry. Strawberries, like all plants, need some tender, loving care. Regular watering is essential, particularly during dry spells. A good soak twice a week should do the trick, but remember that strawberries don't like waterlogged soil, so ensure good drainage. Now, let's talk about fertilizing. A balanced, slow-release fertilizer applied in early spring can set your strawberries up for a season of successful growth. Mulching is another crucial step in strawberry care. Straw is a fantastic mulch for strawberries, hence the name. It keeps the fruits clean, the soil moist, and the weeds at bay. And of course, we can't forget about pest control. Slugs, birds, and other critters find strawberries just as delicious as we do. A net can help protect your precious fruits from birds, while slug traps can keep those slimy pests at bay. With a little care, your strawberry plants will yield a bountiful harvest. Now, let's talk about the birds and the bees, or rather, the bees and the strawberries. Pollination is a key player in the strawberry game. Without our buzzing friends, we wouldn't have those delicious fruits. Attracting pollinators is easy as pie. Plant some flowering companion plants like borage or marigold near your strawberries. They will not only beautify your garden, but will also invite pollinators over for a visit. Remember, a well-pollinated strawberry patch is a productive one. Growing strawberries isn't always a bed of roses. Let's address some common issues. Strawberries, like any plant, can be susceptible to a variety of problems. Leaf diseases, pests, and fruit rot are among the most common. Leaf diseases often present as spots or discoloration on the leaves. A good prevention measure is to ensure your strawberries are not overcrowded and have good air circulation. Pests like slugs and birds love strawberries as much as we do. Natural remedies like crushed eggshells can deter slugs, and netting can keep birds at bay. Fruit rot is another common issue, typically caused by overly wet conditions. To prevent this, make sure your strawberries are planted in well-draining soil and don't overwater. Remember, it's better to water deeply and less frequently. With these tips, you'll be well equipped to handle any strawberry crisis that comes your way. Pruning and managing runners are key to maintaining a productive strawberry patch. Pruning involves removing dead leaves and spent blooms. encouraging the plant to focus its energy on fruit production. Now, let's talk runners. These long stems stretch out from the mother plant, aiming to establish new plants. While this is great for propagation, it can drain energy from fruit production. Managing runners means cutting them back, allowing the mother plant to flourish. Remember, well-pruned plants and managed runners lead to a more fruitful harvest. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Harvest time. Look for strawberries that are evenly red, firm, but not hard. Gently twist them off the stem to avoid any damage. Once you've gathered your bounty, why not try them in a classic strawberry shortcake, or blend them into a refreshing smoothie, or simply enjoy them straight from the garden, their sweetness perfectly captured in each bite. With these tips, you'll be enjoying your homegrown strawberries in no time. Before we wrap up, let's talk about preparing your strawberries for the winter. Overwintering strawberries involves a few key steps. As the temperatures start to drop, you'll want to apply a thick layer of straw mulch to protect the plants from frost. This not only insulates the soil, but it also prevents heaving during freeze-thaw cycles. Remember, strawberries are perennial plants, and with the right winter care, they can produce fruit for several years. With proper winter care, your strawberries will be ready to thrive come spring. Want more strawberries? Let's talk about propagation. One method is through runner propagation. As your strawberry plant matures, it sends out runners, which are long stems with little baby plants at the end. These runners can be directed into a pot or a new patch of soil where they'll root and form a new plant. Another method is through division. Simply divide mature plants during their dormant period and replant the divisions. With these propagation tips, you'll be on your way to a bigger and better strawberry harvest next year.